Hi guys, this is Barb with Lost and Floss. This is episode number, I think 52, and it's November 4th, 2020. Welcome back to everyone. Had lots of great comments on my epic ramble from last episode about my Michigan ski trip. I won't go into the sequel. Totally different cast of characters, but another adventure a couple years later. But we'll maybe save that for next time. I'm really going to try to keep on track because lots of things to cover. And with daylight savings time here, after work sun time is hardly anything. And it's beautiful out, so I'd maybe like to sneak in a walk too if I can, but we'll see. So first off, I want to announce that we haven't had Betty and Vinnie claimed yet. So I'm going to change up how we're going to handle that giveaway. So if you are interested, let me just get what you'd be receiving. My phone fell over. This is going to be a hot mess. I know that already. Well, anyways, okay. So what I've been trying to give away is Betty Broomstick. It's a Lizzie Cake design. This was stitched by Jan's mother and so graciously donated by Jan to the channel. And along with that, you get the chart for Vinnie, so you can stitch your own, and also the fabric. So in a little bit, I have mine all finished, and I will, oh, and Betty has a broomstick, hence her name. So anyways, I decided I don't want to leave it to chance for a couple weeks to get these things out to someone. So we're going to do it this way. If you are interested in, it's a package deal in the couple, just email me at lostinfloss2, like the number, at gmail.com. Then on Saturday, I'm going to also post it on Instagram. And between anyone who sends me an email at lostinfloss2@gmail.com or, well, I guess I'm going to have the Instagram people also send me emails if they're interested. So I'll pick from the email comments. And what I'm going to do is I'll select a winner and you'll have 4 hours to get back to me. So this will be sometime Saturday morning. So maybe, I don't know. I can't say exactly what time I'll be doing the drawing, but, you know, maybe starting at noon. So then you'll have 4 hours to get back to me with your address. And if that person doesn't get back to me in those 4 hours, then I'm going to go on to the next person. So hopefully it won't cause a situation like the last 2 times where no one's got in touch with me and they could have these beautiful items. So let's try it that way. Then last episode, I talked about giving away the Heartstring, or I can't even think what the chart is. It's the sheep chart, and we had many people who would like to stitch the sheep. And I used the auto comment picker, and the winner is, guess who's knitting? Robin C. And it was funny because I had just been going back and forth with comments with Robin. So Robin, if you could please send me an email at lostinfloss2@gmail.com, or else private message me on Instagram, lostinfloss2. Your address, I'll get that out to you right away. So congratulations, Robin. So as I alluded, this is going to be hopefully quick. I've been trying to do a lot of finishing. I had a couple items I got done FFO October, but as I mentioned, kind of ran into some, you know, problems with my back, and so that really put a damper on the weekend. It's like amazing. I don't know how people who have chronic back issues do it. I think mine was, I had to move, the freezer broke downstairs and I was trying to move it out from the wall to see if I could unplug it and plug it back in to reset it. And, you know, really pulling on it, then to come find out, we had put some our friends remodeled their kitchens, and we had like some pantry cupboards of theirs that we put in downstairs, and it looked like the cord went right behind there, and I'm like, how could we be so stupid? But what was really stupid was I didn't look before I tried to move the freezer, because the plug, I could reach my hand in behind the cabinet and get at the plug. So I wouldn't have had to hurt my back at all. Anyways, I, you know, looked up physical therapy exercises, and within a couple days, you know, now it's good. So now I just have to get my crown fixed. So anyways, there I'm rambling already. So I've been trying to do some FFOing even though October is over with, and mostly just working on my Christmas related whips. So let's see. I'm getting close with the autumn time. So this is what it looks like. And I'm trying to figure out, I got this seam tape that I'm gonna make into a ruffle. I have it everywhere, but I have like this fabric. And keep in mind, none of this is gonna show on the front. So we have choice 1, or choice 2. Oopsie. So let me know what you think, which one you like better. Okay, then let's see. Pardon me for just being all over the place. I'm working on this little thing that I'm just trying to do, and doing some outline stitching. And so that's getting close to being done. Still don't know if I love it, but it'll be good enough, and I'll try it, and I can always do something else. So, this is Cinnamon Stick Santa, Homespun Elegance. That's what I was trying to think of. That's who the sheet chart is by. Let's go like this. And I have the border done, so pretty thrilled about that. I had to order some floss, and so I have shipments coming from 2 different places. I am getting ready to put the name on Santa. So he's really come along. There's a couple little random stitches, but for the most part, the main part, he's done. So thrilled about that. And so Karen, we can backstitch. You probably have finished yours already. Okay. And then I'm working on Plum Street Samplers, Home for Christmas. This I'm stitching on 32 count Winter Brew. I believe I'm using all the colors except for the roof. I changed it to a brighter white. This one's taking forever. Partially, I think it called for 36 count and I'm using 32, so then I had to use 2 strands of floss because it wasn't showing up. But I mean, this stuff is like full coverage. I feel like I've worked on it, you know, like, whoa, jeez, sorry. Worked on it like all night a couple times and just really not making too much progress. But I'll get there. This is, yes, Virginia. And I was really excited to keep moving on this. And then the last time I stitched on it, I discovered I was off 2 rows. So I'm not sure how I'm going to fix that. I'm not necessarily going to go back. I might just try to fudge it and hopefully it'll work out. So that was kind of sad. Then I've been stitching on from the Magic of Christmas, cross stitch by Veronique Anginger. I think that's how you say her name. I don't know. But I just got a little start, oops, on this little girl. You can just see. These are such sweet, sweet little charts. Let me see if I can find the actual picture of that one. I find the charts are really kind of difficult to read, so I probably should snap a picture of it on my iPad and just blow it up. But I can't find that one. Let's see, is it here? No. They're just, I mean, they're really, really sweet little charts. Oh, here she is. The girl with the post box. So I really just have a little start on her. For as small as they are, they do have a lot of color changes. So, all right, now I promised you some FFOs, and here they come. So, Betty and Vinnie. I don't know how many times I watched Vonna, Twisted Stitcher's stand-up tutorial. The whole concept wasn't that hard, but I don't know. I didn't like geometry, and so maybe that was the reason. And even though Vonna told me not to cut through my stitching, I did. And I should have gone back and fixed it right then, but I don't know. I thought I could make it work, and it didn't really work very well. So Betty is not the best. But I think what I'm going to do is put the problem areas here, is get a moon button and put it on. So that's Betty. Someone had done this combo trim that I saw online, and so I'm like, yeah, that looks really cute versus just doing black. So glad to get Betty done. There's her broom and her little black cat. And then her boyfriend, Vinnie, turned out pretty good. I know those are a lot flatter. Like mine ended up being pretty girthy. So, I don't know. I can't say this is my favorite finish to do. I know I'll do it at least one more time, and maybe it'll be better the next time I do them. I was expecting it to go really fast, and Vonna kept saying, stuff them really good. Well, I don't think you could have gotten another fiber in here, Vonna, if you tried. So I think I stuffed them too good though. But live and learn. That's how you learn how to do things. So this is another thing that I had in my brain, and what did we used to call FFOs? UFFOs? Unfinished finish? Like if we had a fully finished object and then we wanted to change it somehow. Well, that's kind of how I feel about this one. How I envisioned it in my head and how it turned out. So these are the little stitch cards from Fat Quarter Shop, Lori Holt. And there's 4 of them. And as soon as I saw this little thing at Hobby Lobby, it spins around, I thought it would be perfect for these things. But I tried to put them on magnets, and they were just like flopping all over the place. So I ended up gluing them on this thing because my thought was I could detach them and then do all the seasons. And so what this is like a photo box, and you can slide this thing, the check thing behind it, slides up and down. But I wouldn't be able to get it off now because that sticks out. But anyways, I might end up taking these off and sewing them to the border behind, and then just having that whole piece on the card, so then I could switch, put additional ones on pieces of mat board, and then I could switch them out for the seasons. And then I just did a little arrangement on the top. I didn't have anything that was like the tealish turquoisey color, so I kind of would like to find that as well. But this I put on, I did it on a little piece of mat board, and then use Vonna's magnet washer way to go, so that because it looks empty to me. Should have a knob or something up on top, but I think it'll get there. But I like the fact that you could like have different things for the seasons and update it. So we'll see. It'll get there. And then I worked on two of Leanne's pieces. She had Little House Needleworks Winter ABCs, and it was the only one she had finished. So I thought, well, I'm not going to worry about putting it on something where it's temporary, because it's the only one. It doesn't need to be changed out. So, of course, because she loved red, I had this piece of red, and I had this wood thing. I think it was from maybe Hobby Lobby. So I painted it white, and then put a piece of mat board with the red, and then mounted the stitchery on another piece. And then I just did this little arrangement at the top, using some pine branches and the wired edged plaid bow and a few berries. So I think it's cute, and yeah. And then my last FFO is, I think this was Little House Needleworks or Country Cottage Needleworks, one of those two. I don't know exactly, but she had stitched this, and I thought it was really, really cute. And I glue hanging off. I wanted just a simple flat fold for it. It was hard to find fabric that was, not flowery or in those tones, but I thought that worked pretty good with it. And then I just made cording out of two colors that coordinated nicely with it. And, I love these flat folds because you can fold them up. This is another one of Vonna's techniques. And they're great for storage, and I think she would have been happy with this. So, two more done. Yay, yay, yay. So, next I think I'm gonna move into the Prairie Schooler ornaments. I have a couple other things that I've figured out frames for, and cut the mat board and stuff. So making some progress. Okay, well, what else? Not much happening. Oh, My niece arranged, this was kind of fun. Years ago, my mom did catering, and she also was very active in the National Federation of Garden Clubs, and one year was like president, and they always had some sort of a big fundraising project, and I can't remember, hers was to plant trees or get clean water in some other country. I can't remember, it was so long ago. But anyways, what they did for their project was she wrote a cookbook, and then they sold the cookbook, you know, throughout the United States, and raised money. It was a very successful project. Well, anyways, so a lot of us have the cookbook, and my niece, who lives in LA, suggested that we do a Zoom call and cook from the cookbook. So everybody was supposed to like pick out a recipe and whatever, and it was a lot of fun. I'm trying to think. I made some kind of a cake that my mom, I never remember having it as a kid, but it was, my mom she had like some personal notes within the recipes, and it was the first recipe she had asked a neighbor for, and it was good. I can't say I would necessarily make it again. And then, for dinner that night, I made another one. It was Aunt Diddy's spicy mustard chicken or something like that. I can't remember exactly. That one was really good, but it was just fun. I think my niece made jalapeno bread, and my sister was making some appetizers. My brother made soup. My other niece made a meatless manicotti. I can't remember what my other sister made. But it just, you know, it was a fun 2 hours, and so I'll put a picture of the Zoom picture in so you can see. And so yeah, that was fun. And my niece that's in California, she had a really good post on Facebook. I'm gonna ask her if I can include that. But you know, it's all about, you know, how we're going to be so different after this whole pandemic is over with, you know, that we will never be the same. And it just really struck me. It was really some wonderful thoughts. So yeah, I'm trying to think what else. Oh, my Christmas cactus, which I really think is a Thanksgiving cactus, because it always seems to bloom at this time of year, is really doing well. Thank you, Beth. She brought it as a little hostess gift one time, and the thing now is so huge, but the number of blossoms on it is just unbelievable. And I just saw something on Pinterest, how you can tell if it's, let's see, there's Thanksgiving, there's Christmas, and I don't know what the other one was, general or something like that. So I think based on the time mine always blooms, it might be a Thanksgiving one, but it's just loaded with blossoms and beautiful. So, what else? Not too much. My mom's facility is on lockdown again, so probably try a Zoom call with her. I have been finishing all over the house. My husband's up north, and so I'm like, I spread out all over the kitchen. It's lovely. Like all my supplies, I have a long straight china countertop. So it's kind of nice to work like without, you know, space limitations. Makes me think I need to clean up my sewing room so that I have better ability to craft. But, oh, you guys, I almost forgot. All right, so 2 videos ago, I posed the question, about getting tiny holes in your shirts. And I said, is this a thing? And I was amazed at how many people responded and said it had happened to them too. I was thinking it was maybe cross-stitch, that I was catching it, but the vast majority of people thought it came from your, like, rubbing against the counter and the spot where your jeans zipper hit the counter and caused abrasion, and the fact that maybe fabrics were getting cheaper. You know, my thought, like, it didn't happen to me all along, but then I started thinking, and I'm like, well, I'm maybe a little larger than I was for a while, so maybe there's more of me to rub up against the counter, and because I'm larger, I maybe wear my shirts untucked more. So to follow up and really prove if that is what the cause is, I just want to reach out to people who are really skinny. Do you have, okay, 3 categories. Really skinny, you wear your shirts tucked in all the time. Or the third one is people who only wear leggings and don't wear jeans. So if you fall into any one of those categories, do you have little holes develop in your shirts? So I think if those people come back and say, no, we don't have a problem, that leads us to, in my scientific deduction, it leads me to think that it is the zipper rubbing against the shirt, rubbing against the countertop, causing the holes. So we'll see. It just made me feel better because I thought I was like losing it. You know, just like why would it happen all of a sudden? So, but you know, in hindsight, that's maybe what's gonna happen. So, oopsie, I hope I still don't have fall decorations up. We're going to hopefully totally isolate ourselves so we can spend Thanksgiving with my daughter and her family, which would be lovely. It would just be the best holiday treat. So I'm like, you know, and she said she would have it there. So I'm like, why? I'll just go right to Christmas at this point. I'm not sure if my husband will love it, but I've been thinking about several other people who are going right to Christmas now. I've had Christmas music on, and that's been kind of fun. And I'm not going to decorate quite yet. You know, I don't fault anyone for doing it, but I still have a lot of everyday cleanup to get back to since all our remodeling projects. So I'm going to wait. But I have Christmas sheets, so I might put those on our bed. We'll see. So anyways, okay, well, I'm turning this into a ramble, and I'd really like to get some stitching in tonight and maybe get this out. So thank you all for watching and commenting on the things you comment on. It's fun to hear from you people. So I don't know. We'll see if I get some of these other things final FFO. Maybe I'll do a video sooner rather than later. But yeah, I guess that's about all I got. I don't know. Hope you can still see me in the dark. You know, much as I like the light mornings, these dark nights just kill me. I feel like, you know, it's time to put my pajamas on at 5 o'clock, but so anyways, I want to get some stitching done, maybe a little bit more finishing, we'll see. So Thanks everyone for watching. Remember about email me if you want to be entered for Vinnie and Betty. It's going to be Saturday, so yeah, I would like to get that wrapped up so they can go to their forever home. So in the meantime, continue filling the world with love and have a good week. Toodles.